Hello everyone and welcome back to Blackguards. Last episode ran a little long because I explained all the theoretical stuff in the character sheet. I think for now that's all the theory crafting I really want to do in this interface. Now next thing to check is the inventory, but that shouldn't take as long, I believe. So by clicking a weapon you can see its stats in the description window. Talent displays the weapon talent connected to the weapon. Level up the corresponding talent to master the weapon. Damage displays a weapon's damage range. The exact damage is subject to a dice roll upon hit. Attack and parry rating, a character's combat ratings with this weapon. Initiative displays how fast a character can react with the weapon equipped. A high initiative score is important to go first in combat. Special moves shows what special moves are available when using this weapon, and effects shows all special modifiers granted by this weapon. So here we can see an example, we can see a different one in a moment. So it tells us the talent, the damage and all that. A 1d6 basically means a random number from 1 to 6. Essentially think 1d6 means rolling a 6-sided dice and then taking the result. So just a number from 1 to 6 evenly distributed. Attack 10 minus 2. This means how likely we are to hit, I believe. I think this is the number we have to roll below. Parry, well, I've already explained. And it's got a weight. The weight is kind of important at some point, I believe. Armor has a stats window as well. Body part determines obviously which body part it gets worn on. Metallic is an attribute that certain armor pieces have. Basically, if there's metal in an armor, it is bad to use on mages because it impairs the use of magic and disables their mana regeneration or astral point regeneration. Resistances is how good it protects against certain types of damage. Armor rating is basic damage reduction. So this gets applied after the resistances. Encumbrance basically means how much it hinders our combat abilities. Armor sets, basically every piece of armor is part of a set. At least I haven't seen any non-set ones yet. And if I wear the complete set, I get a bonus on armor rating. So the damage reduction goes up. And effects is just anything special that the armor does if it's enchanted, for example. I swear the theory won't go on that much longer. Sirens outside. They're never gonna catch me. You cannot equip your characters mid-combat, but you can equip them with up to 3 weapon sets they can freely switch between during battles. Drag and drop weapons to corresponding weapon set slots from the party inventory. You can also put them back in the inventory at will. You can use one-handed weapons with a shield or dual wield with another one-handed weapon. If you equip a ranged weapon, don't forget to put some ammunition in the weapon set slots as well. I forgot that so much in my first playthrough. You can also equip useful things like healing potions, throwing weapons or traps. Drag and drop a belt from your inventory and equip a character with it. Now you can drop items into the belt slots. Not every item can be equipped. You can access your belt at any time via the ring menu. Using a belt uses up 1 action. You can hoard as many items as you like, but as soon as their weight exceeds your party's load, it will negatively affect their combat performance. Level up your character's strength to increase weight capacity. Use the discard button to remove items from your inventory. Of course, you can also just sell them to a merchant for profit. So far, in my private playthrough, which I've only gone 2-3 hours into the game maybe, I've never actually hit this limit, because you find merchants quite regularly. Maybe that'll change later on though. And it's all quite simple. I can, for example, equip the shabby belt. Belts can have up to 4 slots, I believe, but the lower quality, the less slots they have, so the shabby belt only has 1 slot. I have leather pants, but I believe all of my characters have pants already, right? So how does this work? Okay. So this here is basically the description window that we're talking about. I don't quite know. The first number is obviously the number that the current equipment has, so the leather choices have 20% damage reduction against ordinary damage. The 20% in brackets, I believe, basically means if I equip this, this will be my total, maybe? Might be, yeah. And if it's blue, it means my total will go up. If it's red, it means my total will go down. Yeah, not quite sure what all these things means, but anyway, he has currently got scholar pants. These would be a little more defensive against piercing and ordinary damage, so I think I'm going to use them. Now the shoes aren't part of a set that I actually have any other pieces of, so how about my main character gets the shoes, because she doesn't have any, and a woman without shoes isn't really a woman, now is she? And I guess I can just dual wield torches, because why not? I haven't got anything else, right? Okay, and I think that's about it. So now let's actually get some action going. This kind of arrow thing bobbing up and down indicates where I have to go, so the main goal of my quest, which makes this guard room optional, kind of. Increase the charisma value of your heroes.
You don't talk much, do you?
My friends say I talk too much. Seems like those times are over.
Let's see if we can find the key for this fashion disaster.
Hold it right there! The chandelier! Cut the rope!
Okay. Always keep your eyes open for interactive objects you can use to your advantage. Many things in your environment are usable or destructible. Left-click an object you want to interact with. Alternatively, you can use the hand symbol in the ring menu. Interacting with an object uses up one action. Press V to highlight all interactive objects. Wow, music is getting loud. I prefer a kind of medium view like this, so I can go all the way to top down basically, and I can be really low like this, but I find something in between to be the easiest. Wow, loud piece of music. Anyway, by hitting V, I have to keep it pressed, it tells me all the interactable objects, so I can basically destroy this table thing, or I can use this rope attachment device. And I shall do that now using the hand. Which, yeah, that way. Okay. So it wasn't the hand symbol I had to use, apparently. And that just dropped the chandelier and these guys instantly died. Now... Technically, what's your name again? Zorbaran. Norim is the dwarf. Zorbaran is my mage, but because of the iron collar he's wearing and can't take off, obviously, he can't actually cast anything right now. So if I try to... Nope, no spells available. I do have them, we've seen that last time, but I can't use them because of the iron collar. It impairs my magic use. So what I want to do is end the turn. And now, because I still have an action left on Valyria, I can use that action to attack the guy with a two-handed attack. Regular attack with two weapons, because I'm using two torches. I can also still do the power bash. Power blow. Sometimes it's smarter to let enemies make their move first. If a character waits, they will be moved to the end of the initiative bar and will act at the end of the current combat turn. To make a character hold their action, press space or click the hourglass symbol in the right menu, ring menu. Keep in mind that you can only hold your action if you didn't use your action in the current combat turn. So waiting means I get moved to the end of the turn, but I can still do something at the end of the turn. If I say end turn, I just say okay, I'll wait till next turn. And this is basically yeah, just how the game works. I think I'll dash on Norim to actually get into combat range. And how about another power blow? Same thing on Norim. Can you actually do anything? Nope. He doesn't have the power blow ability because he's a mage. So we just do a normal attack. Punch him. Norim, however, can do the power attack. And now the guy only has 4 health left, so I think I'll switch to regular attacks for the increased. I don't know if there's any difference at all between these two attacks. They've got the same chance to hit at least. And same loot window, we get a bow, bunch of armor, nice, nice, take all. Maybe there will be
the key to the door.
And the one to my iron collar? Excellent. Here I was, thinking I'd never be able to cast a spell again.
Okay, you gained new gear. Press I or click on the inventory symbol to open the inventory menu. We've already done that, basically. You can see the current equipment of a character in the equipment menu. Via drag and drop, you can put new armor or weapons from your group inventory to a character. For a better summary, you can filter the inventory by item categories like weapons, armor, or other items. Clicking a character's portrait switches to that character. So all very self-explanatory. Basically, I can switch characters down here. We've already seen that. I don't think we've got anyone who's any good with bow and arrow, but let's just give Norim bow and arrow. Yep, 10 arrows. And they get used up, so I have to be careful using those. Let's just stay on the first weapon set. And I think I will myself play with a one-handed weapon and a shield. I will eventually switch Norim to a two-handed weapon. For now he can just have 2 torches. No, actually. We need a weapon on our mage, even though he can now cast spells. Okay, armor. I think it might make sense to give him these 2 pieces of armor, because he actually hasn't got anything else. So I now have 2 pieces of this set, and yeah, the first number means what this particular piece does in the resistance, and the second number means the total. Okay, already kind of says it here. Now, anyone else? And I myself already have those shoes, so I don't need a second pair. I can keep them as backup in my closet. And we have provisions now, but they're not necessary. Essentially, whenever I'm on the map, I can rest, which will use up one of those provisions, and heal my characters to full health and full astral points. It will not cure wounds, though, which we haven't got any yet. We haven't actually lost any health, so I guess it would be pointless to rest. Quick saving, I guess, and let's now... This point has become pointless, so now we can go to the cells. I don't know what happens if you skip the guard room. I've done it both times, so we'll see.
More guards. So much for escaping.
Wait! I know how to stop them. At least for a while.
Okay. Zorbaran can block the guards. To summon a magic barrier, open his ring menu and select Spells Protection 1 Fortifex cast at level 2 for a barrier covering 2 hexes. Then select the hexes you want the barrier to appear. The blue hexes show the spell's range. The spell's area of effect is highlighted orange. Highlight. Again, change the camera view slightly. Now how this works is, I now have my spells available. I have weaken spells, strengthen spells, protection spells, and damage spells. And what I think I will meant to use is the protection spell. I have 3 current options: Fastness of Body, Balm of Healing, and Fortifex Arcane Wall. And if I have multiple levels, as I've said before, I can choose which level to cast on. So I'm using level 2 now. Anything blue is where I can cast the spell. And is this the correct spell? Let me just make sure. Yep. Creates an invisible, impenetrable wall. Nice. And so I can cast this here. And oh yeah, the first point I click on is basically the first hex that will have the wall, and I can now choose which orientation I want, and I want this.
cells! Open the cell doors!
Okay, stand in front of a lever and left-click on it to open a door. Free the prisoners as quickly as possible. Remember to press V to highlight interactive objects on a battle map. I can free all these 5 prisoners, so let's go do that. All I have to do is press levers. Now... he can't do anything because his action is used up. I can free the next prisoner on Valeria. And on Norim as well. And I'm sure all these guys are completely innocent. It's not like we're unleashing a mass murderer, arsonist, a rapist, and a horse molester. And this guy actually ate a group of schoolchildren.
Enough of this! Let's get out of here!
Sounds like a plan. So we don't need to fight those guards. I believe we could, but the tutorial section doesn't want us to do that. Okay.
So, what's this name? The name Amber Glasses was asking you about.
Amber glasses? That was my friend, Lysander.
Amongst my people, friends drink together instead of torturing one another.
Each to his own. Why did they lock you up?
Well, we don't technically know. I mean, you would expect, if someone's standing over the corpse of a woman, you would expect suspicions. But if someone is standing over the corpse of a woman, with the corpse of a wolf next to it, and the woman having been eaten out of, you would expect a different situation. I mean, sure, we came too late to save her, but there's the dead wolf. She's clearly been mauled by a wolf. So, while I don't expect a medal because I was late, perhaps at least I tried? Nope, I don't know. So I'm assuming there's more going on here than them actually suspecting us. And we have no idea what that name is, so I guess let's go with the truth. We're nice and completely stupid.
They say I killed someone. A princess.
And? Did you?
I don't know.
And where does this name come in?
I don't know.
You don't know much, do you?
Did you know the princess well?
Her father, Count Urias, had taken me into his service. Lysander knew her better.
Her and her bed?
In a manner of speaking.
Okay. So, Zorbaran, Count Urias?
Count Urias? Never heard of him.
He was a hero. A mage who rendered great services to the Horasian Empire. The Empress herself gave him the title of Count. But more than that, he's an explorer. And he has a penchant for exotic peoples. Forest men, lizard folk.
Sounds more like a villain.
Flashback time.
Ah, take the blasted wooden sword already!
Why are we dueling again?
I don't know, is it really important? I think you insulted Eleanor.
That's not true.
We were drunk. All I know is I challenged you to a duel. Or was it the other way round?
Don't be silly. Leave them be. I want to see them fight.
To the 5th hit!
Okay, so we actually have a choice. I don't know what happens if we refuse, but I'm a proud warrior with a wooden sword, so accept.
All right, to the 5th hit.
At last.
You can use the environment in Blackguards to your advantage. For example, you can try to lure enemies into puddles of mud and make them slip and fall. Environmental elements like this are everywhere in the game. They are able to help or harm you, so keep your eyes open. So what that means is I could dash here? And this on the ground is the puddle where we have to make a skill check to see if we'll fall down. I don't know which route he'll take though to try and get to me, so let's just... I think let's stay here. Ow. No. Let's take the long way around. I wonder what happens if we lose, actually. The problem is we have to do the same skill check he does, so I have to be careful maneuvering here. Like that. Okay, let's wait and see what he does. Huh? Oh, he falls down again. Haha, isn't that funny? Let's move here. He gets up, moves forward. Oh, you fell again. Oh, poor little man. Oh, look. So if I move, say, here, he will try for the straight route and fail. Yep, that'll work. Haha. Plop. Now get back up so I can hit you again. Oh, he blocked. As did I. Now, how about we go here? He'll go the direct route again and hopefully slip and fall. Oh, silly little man. Now we can go here and still have our action.
Oh!
And against an enemy on the ground, it's easier to get the hit in. Now we want to go here. Hopefully he'll slip again. Oh, such an idiot.
Ah, blast it!
So, whose honor is restored now?
Who knows? Come on, Eleanor, let's prepare the lamb.
Ah, how I missed all this.
You actually look like a hero. I'm impressed. Those years of training really paid off.
A hero? That's the last thing I want to be.
I was hoping you'd say that. We should do something naughty like we used to. You know, Father Okadiki has no teeth left at all. We should take advantage of that.
There's no hope for you, you know.
Have you been to see Urias? He wants to talk to you.
Oh, let the Count wait. I'm enjoying the sun.
One thing at a time. Aurelia? Who's Aurelia? Now I'm curious.
No, enough talk. I'm going back to Nitha. I need to find out what happened. But you don't have to come with me.
Why not? I've always wanted to see the bridge of St. Talionmel.
Okay, those loading screens are too short for me to read out the hints. You can always pause the video and read the hints. They should be recorded. This is the world map. Here you can determine your party's path. Over the course of the story, you will unlock more and more locations you can travel to. A highlit waypoint is accessible. The arrow indicates your current quest objective. Travel to Nitha to find out more about Eleanor's death. Yes, that was kind of mysterious. So we're somewhere in the wilds here because we escaped. And Nitha is where we want to go. But I think we'll go there next time, so please leave feedback. Considering the volume of things and the game and all that. And I'll see you again next time. Bye bye!